Welcome to Perth's #1 podcast. You're listening to the Jamo and Dylan Show.
Yeah, we're on the way to Dunsborough, little mad trip with the boys. We're celebrating.
G'day guys and welcome back to the Jamo and Dylan Show. It is episode 122 today and we have very special guest, Perth's very own Rahnee Bransbury. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Thanks for
No
coming.
worries.
No worries.
Bit of a trek for
Bit
you.
of a trek out here.
Yeah.
Never been out in the bush before.
No, it is in the
It's
bush.
the bush in the suburbs. It's a special place.
We tell every guest, we're like, okay, it's only like half an hour because most of the people live about
Yeah.
20 minutes, half an hour away. And they rock up and they're like, no,
Nah.
that feels like it's hours away.
Yeah.
Nah, I've never really been to the hills of Perth before.
Ever?
Maybe like once.
No hiking, nothing like that?
Not a fan.
No?
No.
We hiked that one once when we
Really?
were younger. It was
Yeah.
I just do not enjoy it. I've done one in Perth and I was like, I'm literally about to die.
Yeah, look, we didn't enjoy it.
yeah, I wouldn't say I'm the biggest fan either. It was horrific, to be
I'm going to
honest.
do it
but
sometime
Yeah, for sure.
in life.
We were just talking prior to recording and you said that you're moving.
I am.
Yep.
So
Big
Bombshell.
news.
No one actually knows this.
This is breaking news.
and
told
it will be
us
awkward if
Bring.
it doesn't happen. Like
Yeah.
if I don't.
have you told your family?
Yes.
Okay.
Thankfully.
All right.
Yeah, I've told my family and I've
So
told my partner's
What's
family.
the plan? Take us through it. Queensland.
So we're going to the Gold Coast.
Yeah.
I think it's southern Gold Coast, like Toogan, Palm Beach area. But yeah, just done with Perth.
Yeah, that's
I feel
fair.
like a bit stagnant here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we say that
So-
all the time.
There's like, I feel like there's only so much you can grow, and then
Yeah.
you're like, okay, I've reached it.
Ready to move on.
Yeah.
We've been thinking about that too.
We've had 2 over East holidays cancelled in like because of like the last year
Yeah.
and 2 years. It's
and it's always
devastating.
like the week before. That's when the new regulations come
Yeah.
in. and
Yeah, we
stuff,
always
so-
have a bit of hope and then it just gets destroyed.
I always
so-
say Perth is so good when you're traveling because it's so good to come back to and just chill. Like it's
Yeah.
a very slow life and very
That's what
chill.
it's such a nice place, but it's like
It
I feel like
is.
it's boring and a
But
bit
when you're
stagnant.
stuck here for so
Yeah.
long, it's like, nah,
Yeah.
nothing to do.
I
Couldn't
do
agree
think
more.
Perth is good to come to and visit though. Like, I have family over east
Yeah.
and when they come over, they love their time
Oh,
here.
it's honestly so beautiful here.
Yeah.
Like I never thought I would move, but then I went to Toogan in
Yeah.
Gold Coast and I was like, oh my God, I need to be
Well, is
here.
it just things are happening there?
Just, more life. Like,
Yeah.
I guess for my career as well,
Yeah, for sure.
there's a lot more happening there.
And you've done a fair bit of traveling.
So much.
Run us
So
through
much.
it.
Yeah, we always like
Go
to hear
through-
some stories.
So when I was, I think going back 4 years ago today, I was in London actually because my memories came up.
Okay.
So when I first started in influencing, I was doing a lot of influencer brand trips. So I was getting flown like around the whole world and it was amazing. But it's so funny because at the time I hated traveling. Like
Oh,
I
really?
used to get really bad anxiety and like homesickness from it. So I was just like, I didn't want anything more than to be at home. Now I look back on it, I'm like, fuck, I had it so good.
Yeah. What was that like? Because obviously you were quite young at the time when you
Yeah.
were being flown around and stuff. So what was that like leaving home? Like, were you ready for it or was there
Nah.
a bit of anxiety
Well, I
around it?
have homesick tattooed on me because I would have like meltdowns on the
Mm.
plane, like cry the whole way. And I'd be like, why am I
Did you have
so
anyone with
upset?
you?
No.
Oh, see,
So
that's
I would get
that's
flown and
daunting.
meet people, like my
Yeah.
best friend Shani. I don't know if you guys know
Yep.
Shani Grimman. Well, I would always meet her, but like flying to London by yourself is
Yeah, that would be
terrifying.
full
At
on.
like 19, 18,
Yeah.
it was like crazy, and it was very fast paced as well. Like we'd fly in and then we'd have like 4 massive days and then fly home. So I was in London for like, I think like not even 72 hours.
Wow.
Flew
Oh,
there,
wow.
was there for like 2-3 days, flew home.
There you go.
It's a lot of traveling as well because it's
And
such
what
a
it
long
does to your
flight.
body is
Yeah.
like crazy. My body was just like, what's going on?
Was it jam-packed? So like those 3 days, are you just doing stuff all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of them were like crazy, but obviously like amazing experiences. And I wish I could have it back.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially with all the restrictions and stuff. But
I think you can travel from over east, can't you? Like
yeah,
Gold Coast, they're
I think
going.
Australian border opens next week.
Oh, okay.
So that's good.
That's
There
good
you
to
go.
know.
Yeah.
Very good
Maybe
to
you
know.
guys need to make
yeah,
a
I
move too.
know. We need to make something happen. Perth is, it's just dry.
Yeah.
It's nice, but it's boring.
For,
Yeah.
Especially for like influencing entertainment, like there's so, like you said, there's only so much room you can go
Yeah.
before you have to take the
Yeah.
next step. And
And I feel like a lot of our like culture was like all the festivals and events and stuff, and now that there's like none, it's
Oh,
like
it's just that stuff.
do we
That's
do?
that's actually heartbreaking that
It
that stuff
is.
isn't around anymore.
I know it was,
like For the Love just got cancelled.
Mhm.
So sad.
and like we were touching on this like just before you came, Dylan and I. Obviously, we did a little bit of research on you, right?
Yeah.
Don't be scared.
Oh god,
Yeah,
there's
we went
a lot
through
of
Twitter.
shit out there.
But on
We were having a browse.
we went onto Twitter, right?
Oh god, what is
Now,
it?
we don't use Twitter. Obviously, we've seen, people tweet and stuff.
I feel like it's
over
the only
years.
social media I don't use. I feel behind.
Yeah, same. How often do you use it now?
I never use it anymore.
Never use it anymore.
Okay.
Because I used to talk so much shit on it, and
Yeah,
I would
we
get
saw.
called out for it, and I'm like, oh my god,
Oh,
I
you get
can't
called
do
out?
this. Yeah, like I would just talk so much stuff, and people would be like reply to me.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like it's my personal journal, but
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
thousands looking at it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, shit, I can't.
Do you
this
sort of
anymore.
forget that at times, or
Yeah,
do you?
I would come back because I don't have notifications on and be getting like blasted. I was like, oh my god, delete.
Mm.
I
Yeah,
didn't
it
mean to post
happens.
that.
No, well, it's funny. Like we went back and saw. Like we know that you have a love for music festivals.
Yeah.
I think even I remember I didn't know much about you in 2017 when you were like really big.
Yeah.
But I remember we were at a music festival. I think it was GTM,
Yeah.
and Dylan goes, "That's Rahnee Bransby,"
Mm.
and I was like, "Who's Rahnee Bransby?" and then
That's so funny.
and yeah, no, it's just funny how times change and
Yeah.
and like how quickly things move through COVID. Like no music festivals is like
Crazy.
life.
Seems like a
is
different
over.
world.
Yeah.
Well, I was known for like festival queen, I guess. Like that was my niche, like getting crazy outfits for festivals
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
stuff. Now it's like trying to find my niche again.
Yeah.
Yeah, your
Did
job's
you?
been
I'm just
taken
a
away.
beach gal.
How much pressure did you feel before each music festival? Because obviously you have such a large following, and especially a few years ago, there were so many eyes on you in regards to outfits and stuff. Did you
Yeah.
feel a pressure?
To perform, I
Definitely.
guess, right?
Yeah. Like planning an outfit was like, it took up a whole month.
Did you enjoy that though? Like, was it?
I did. I
Yeah.
actually miss it now because now I guess we don't have festivals and stuff. I don't put so much effort into planning outfits. I'm just like an hour before I leave, I'm like, oh, I'll
Yeah.
just wear this.
Yeah.
And that was the fun of it all because it was like doing the crazy glitter makeup
Yeah.
and like all that stuff. But yeah, I miss it. I have
sure.
big FOMO from festivals right now.
Well, they're coming back. I think artists are starting to book
Eventually.
to come to Australia like this
Yeah.
year. So hopefully the big festivals are back.
100%.
Yeah. Well, they're coming everywhere but Perth, which sucks.
I know, but that's just because of our restrictions and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, fingers crossed.
But I've got Splendor tickets. I bought them 2 years ago and I still have them. 'cause
Really?
They keep postponing
Oh,
it.
and you keep getting. Oh, that's all right.
Because
then.
they just like reimburse
Yeah,
you for
yeah.
the next
Yeah.
year, or you can sell them. But
That'd be a good one to go to. That's
Yeah.
like the main.
Splendor was huge when I did it. I think I did it 4 years ago. I was like, fuck, that was the biggest festival I've ever done.
What-
Like
what
one
was-
day of festivals is big, but 3.
Yeah.
Did you go to all of them as well? Like all 3 days?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because like, I don't know if, have you guys been to Splendor?
No.
No.
Oh, the set out is massive and there's like a massive hill that you have to walk up. And it was so muddy, like people were sliding down. Like it was huge because you couldn't get down. Everyone was just like
Yeah.
bum on the floor.
Yeah.
That's
Just
fun
go
though.
for it.
Like in the moment, it's fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. And when you're drunk and stuff, you're just like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the best music festival you've been to? Was it Splendor, or have
"Oh,
you
it's so long, I don't remember.
have you been to any abroad?
I've been to Coachella.
Yep.
Is that fun?
Overrated.
Okay.
Really?
So overrated.
Okay.
Because I feel like in Australia, the culture is very about music. Like we love going to music festivals to
Yeah.
see artists. Where at Coachella, I don't think many people gave a fuck. It was very about the fashion and the status.
I guess
and,
because
like,
they
who you're
get
with.
artists all the time, don't they?
Yeah.
So like it's probably not even fun.
Yeah, that's the thing. They
Yeah.
might
we like
take it for
savor it because
granted.
we don't get
Yeah.
anything, particularly in Perth as well.
Exactly. But it was good.
Mm.
There was so many famous people. It was crazy.
Was that like weird? Like
Yeah.
being like live in the flesh with these famous people?
So weird
Yeah.
because I feel like Americans, it's so normal for them.
Mm.
So they see them all the time. But when I see someone, even someone from Instagram, I'm like,
Did you meet some people over there that
I met like big influencers,
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
James Charles,
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
all those.
are
sorts
they
of
all right
people.
or
Yeah,
yeah?
pretty normal people.
Do you have a friend like your favorite?
As an influencer,
Yeah.
Shani for sure.
Yeah.
He's
What
my
about
best friend.
international?
I don't know. I don't have many international.
Yeah.
Like I know of people, but there's none that I like talk to. All the time.
Yeah,
I guess
yeah.
it's hard. Like obviously you're not living over there
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
And like before COVID, because I was traveling so much, I was starting to make connections with all these people. But then it's like,
Yeah. What
Now
do you
they're
do
gone.
now? Yeah.
yeah, no,
I'm sure you could rekindle them
yeah,
somehow.
for sure. Sure.
Obviously, we asked our listeners last night some questions. So we have a lot of questions that people have asked. Touching on your tattoo earlier, someone actually asked, are there any tattoos that you regret and which one's your favourite?
I regret this one. Like, what is that? A big banana leaf.
I thought it was a palm tree.
yeah. I thought it was like a flower or
Well,
like
it's
a
like a
rose or
banana
something.
leaf. But I just feel like it's aggressively big.
Okay, what was the
Like-
inspiration behind that one?
I honestly just saw it and went, fuck, that's cool.
Did you get that one here?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I got all of them here except for one. I've got a rose
Yeah.
on my side, which was done in New York.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember the artist that did it, but all of mine are from a girl in Ellenbrook.
That's cool.
shit.
That's all right.
Oops, that can stay down there. But yeah, so that's my least favourite, just because it's really aggressive.
The banana
big.
leaf, yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like a typical white girl with it.
That's all right.
That's
But
all right. Everyone has regrets.
Yeah, favourite? Probably these two,
Yeah?
Bee and My Butterfly. Just because they're so well done, and I get compliments on them all the time, so I like them.
That's awesome.
But they don't have meaning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just got them.
You have a lot of tattoos, don't you?
I do. Yeah.
Do.
Any you regret or no?
Nah, I like
you love them all?
Yeah. Even
Yeah.
I got some home jobs on my thigh that I treasure as well.
Yeah,
treasures
I just feel like at one point in your life you wanted it, so it's like
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
No?
thing.
you once liked it.
Oh, they all come with memories, don't they? Of that
Exactly.
particular time in your life and stuff like that.
Exactly.
You have some celebrity crushes we found from
God, who?
on Twitter.
In the past, we know you have a boyfriend, but we'll go through some of these celebrity crushes.
Of
Shawn
course.
Mendes.
Oh my God.
That's still
Yeah.
so that one
He's
still
like-
hits. There we go.
Okay, I love Gian, but he's also the love of my life.
Yeah.
I've got two love of my lives.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair
I
enough.
honestly, he is an angel.
Yeah.
Shawn Mendes, by the way.
Shawn
Not Gian,
Mendes.
but also Gian.
And then Matt Corby.
Yeah, my obsession's kind of gone.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that was just a little.
I feel like Matt Corby did used to hit for the female population like
yeah.
a lot. You know, like his prime was a bit 5-10 years ago,
Yeah.
but you know,
My
still making
obsession was
tunes.
more so like his music. Like when
I feel like he does
played-
capture people.
Oh, when he played Falls, the last Falls, that would have been, when did COVID start? 2018.
Yeah, I saw
think?
that
Yeah.
one.
He played, I've mind blanked my favourite song, Miracle Love.
right.
And I was like dead center, bawling my eyes out. And I was like,
Really?
can you relax? I was like, sorry, this
Bawling your eyes out because of the moment,
because of the song.
or how good? Okay. Yeah.
And because of the moment.
Just it
like,
was just amazing.
pardon?
It was just an amazing moment.
Like that is my favourite song in the whole world.
Yeah.
So like seeing it live was just like, oh my God. I loved it.
We found another thing on your Twitter, right? You said, "Why am I having dreams about David Dobrik?"
Oh.
What was the dream? I'm just curious as to
Fuck,
know.
I don't know. That was so long ago. But I think I just like binge watched his YouTube videos
yeah,
too
that's
much.
what happens,
Yeah.
doesn't
You know
it?
when you
does
like
happen.
thinking about
Yeah, and
someone
they're in
Yeah,
your
yeah.
brain
and then
you
they're in your
dream.
dream
it's-
and you're just
yeah.
like, wait, what?
Mhm.
I kept having dreams about him.
There you
Weird.
go, David. He'd be a good one to meet one day.
He would be.
I should do it.
How did you build a following from
Yeah, where did
the
it
start? Because
begin?
there's one website that said you started on Tumblr,
I did start on Tumblr.
built a following, and then made your YouTube. Is that right?
So I started on Tumblr first. I was like a hipster gal
Mhm.
back in the, if you
Okay.
literally Google Rahnee
Is this
Bransby
what you like 14
hipster.
here when this started?
Yeah, like so like I had really long hair and I used to always wear the crosses and
Yeah.
like the galaxy tights and stuff
And
like
you
that.
haven't? Did you have like a big following on Instagram at all at this point?
No,
or?
so Tumblr was like I started when I was in I think I just went into year 8. So it was like 2011 or 12.
Where'd you go to school?
Canning Vale College.
Yeah,
CVC.
CVC.
CBC. Yeah, so I just did that and then it got really big and then I actually used to go to youth group in like year 8 and my youth leader was like, oh my God, there's this thing coming out called Instagram. You should get on it.
Okay.
And yeah, I just started Instagram and then
Damn, the youth group got
The
you.
youth
on
group
early.
got-
That's crazy.
she set up my whole career and I'm not even Christian.
Damn.
There you go.
I just would go for fun.
What? So then you started posting pics and
Yeah,
it just
so-
blew up, or
On Instagram, I started posting pics, and then I don't know if you guys know back in the day when I was dating Braden Styles, we were like an it couple in Perth, so that kind of blew me up as well. And then Shawnee told me to start YouTube because she was like, there's this like it was new back in the day, like new thing that's going to just go boom, so you should do it. And I was just like, okay. But I was still so young at the time and so anxious and weird.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't believe I even got followers. Yeah, and then it just went from there. And then now I've kind of faded from YouTube though.
Yeah.
Not my forte.
or you just
No.
can't be bothered with it?
It's just like I don't really enjoy sitting down and filming videos. I'd
Mm.
rather do like TikTok videos,
Yeah.
which
Yeah,
are more
yeah, yeah.
scenic and fun,
Yeah, for
more
sure.
lifestyle. And I love taking photos. So
I saw one of your TikToks a couple of weeks ago where you were down south. Was it an Airbnb?
it was.
That looked awesome.
Yeah,
it
you
was
showed me that. It did
insane.
look good.
So
Yeah.
I wanted to stay there for like years. I think I found it a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
But it's so expensive and I just couldn't fathom spending that much money on a house. And my partner got it for my birthday.
That's
Oh, that's
awesome.
nice.
Yeah, so, but I guessed it. Like, I guess everything. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I just managed to guess everything and we pulled in and I was just like, oh my God. I was so happy but also annoyed because I was like, you should not have spent this much money
Yeah.
on a house.
Yeah.
But it was amazing. It was unreal.
You got to
Yeah,
treat
that's it.
yourself.
Exactly.
Treat others. It's nice. So we have a question. I guess you kind of elaborated on it a bit. So your future plans. So moving to Gold Coast,
Moving
and then
to the Gold Coast.
what's
I
the
would,
main reasoning? Just
because I think career-wise, it would benefit so much more. And I feel like I'm in a place with my career at the moment that it's like it's so stagnant that if I keep going the way I am, it will just go down. And Perth, as we said before, I feel like there's only so much you can grow.
Yeah, you can only get to a certain level for sure.
Yeah, and especially with COVID, I feel like as well, like a lot of people in the East Coast are like growing so much because there's so many like brand events and stuff. Whereas here, we're just like, no one's coming here because one, they can't, and two, why
That's
would
the
you
big
at the
thing.
moment?
We always think like it's just like you make connections quick in Perth,
Yeah.
and then you reach the top really fast, and then there's
Yeah.
like, where do you go from
Yeah.
there? That's what we feel like
Exactly.
we're missing out on as well.
Yeah. And I get really bad FOMO from
Yep.
all that stuff as well.
Yeah.
So for that, and also to be closer to Gian's family because he just lost his dad in 2020.
Yeah.
So his mum, and it's his mum, his sister and his grandma's 98, so she's not got long. So we just want to be there for her.
Yeah.
And obviously my family's here, but they'll always be here.
Yeah.
They're still going strong.
Gian's family, are they in Queensland?
They're in Vic,
In Victoria?
so they're in Geelong.
I'm still close.
But they
close
live on a
anyhow.
massive property, so the like ideal scenario would be to pack that up, move them to the Gold Coast
Mhm.
or somewhere around us. Whether that be come back to Perth to be with my family as well, they're happy with whatever. But just because I could not imagine like settling down, having a family, and having parents in different states.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
just
would make
be
it tough,
very
wouldn't
hard.
it?
Yeah,
I guess you guys have some relocating to
We
do
do.
as a family.
we do.
A question also sent in is, do you have any icks? We know that icks were like a big thing.
Icks.
So things
I
that...
do, but not off the top of my head.
Okay.
Like
They are hard to think of.
They
Sometimes they
are.
have to happen for you to be like, oh, I don't like that.
I cannot stand when people sing songs and they're the wrong lyrics.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's,
I'm like, actually, shut up.
Yeah, I don't like that.
it's hard being in the car in that moment.
Literally.
Sometimes I'm a victim of it where I'm in the car by myself and I'll back myself. I'm like, yeah, nah, I've got this.
Yeah.
And then I'll fuck up a couple of lyrics and then I'll sit there in silence.
Yeah, you
'cause I'm
feel like a
embarrassed.
loser.
Feel like
Hey,
embarrassed.
yeah.
Even if I'm there by myself, I'm embarrassed.
Mhm.
See, it's just like Gian does this really badly. So like he will sing a song at the top of his lungs and
Yeah.
the lyrics are off. And I'm like, enough. Like
Yeah.
we're
But
turning
he
it
just
off.
doesn't
I
care, and the
can't-
confidence is high as
I
well.
can't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just something that gets to me.
So do you ever sing songs aloud in the car or not?
yes.
You do?
Yeah.
But you know the lyrics?
Every song.
Okay. Every song.
Oh, what's
Every
on your
song.
rotation at the moment? What are you listening to?
Spacey Jane.
Yep.
To be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah.
Love them.
It's cool because they're local as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And literally just them.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Or I'm just shuffling all my songs in my
Yeah.
liked playlist. I don't really have a set playlist at the moment.
Yeah.
I found lately that I don't like my liked songs that much.
See, I
Yeah.
do that when I make playlists.
Yep.
I like
Yeah, I never do
thrash them and then
playlists.
I'm like, ew.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can just get sick of them.
Yeah.
I really like daily mixes. I
Yeah.
look at those a lot.
Yeah.
I've been switching to like normal radio again.
Really?
Because I'm the same as you, sick of my liked songs.
Yeah.
Sometimes just nothing is.
Normal radio
Hitting?
actually isn't that bad at the moment because it's all like the trending TikTok songs, but you only hear like 2 seconds of them.
Yeah, true. So
So
you get
it's
to learn
like-
the rest.
Yeah.
Sing it aloud in the car.
But yeah, like I found radio, like during the day they play lots of songs, but if you get it around that peak time, then it's
Oh,
just like,
yeah.
you get like one song every half an hour.
Or I
so,
just find a song and go to the radio of that song and shuffle those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing I do.
That's cool.
Yeah.
There's something here. We love Nando's here at the Jamo Dyl show. Do you love Nando's?
I love Nando's.
Right.
That was one of the greatest things that like, I think we made like a TikTok or something and they followed us on Instagram and I
Yeah.
just thought, oh my
Oh
God.
my God.
It was-
Isn't there that like card, a gold card or something?
Black card. Yeah.
Black card.
Oh, that's
it.
the dream, honestly.
Unlimited
We've been begging for it
Nando's.
for 2 years. I don't know what we need to do to get
We've
there.
been
Surely
talking
you'll
about
get
it for
there.
so long, and apparently,
I think we need to hit like 1 million on something.
what is there? There's only been like less than 10 handed
Samantha
out.
Jade has a black Nando's card. Do you know that?
Really?
Do you know who she is?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
she's
was she
from
on the
Perth.
X
Isn't that
Factor or whatever?
so random?
Yeah.
I saw it on her Instagram like 2 years ago and I was like,
What's she
that
up
is
to
so
these
random.
days?
I don't
Is
know.
she still like
I think
living
she's
good?
married.
But if she has one, we should have
Samantha
one.
Exactly.
Jade. Wow, that's a
A blast
throwback.
from the past.
I know that Ed Sheeran has one.
Yep. That makes sense.
Um,
he seems like
That
he
does
would
make
love it.
sense.
Maybe Stormzy.
Makes sense.
But yeah, like I'm not sure
you guys
who
will
else.
get there.
I
I,
hope so.
believe in you.
Oh, like,
It's our life goal.
and I want to
believe
have a
in you.
Nando's in the UK because I feel like that's just like I feel like it. You know, that's where
Have
it's
you
from.
had it in the UK or
No. So I know that it's not big in Victoria though. I don't
Okay.
think so
Well,
because
yeah, no,
Really?
we actually had a girl
Hey,
message
look, you have
us.
more followers than Samantha Jade.
where's my black card?
But yeah, no, we actually had a girl in Victoria say, "I've never had Nando's before, and you boys have inspired me to go and try it."
Yeah.
And then, because I think she lived in regional Victoria, so obviously there wouldn't be as many. And she went to one, and they had the chicken shortage, so she
Yeah.
couldn't really
Oh.
get much, and then she was
Yeah,
disappointed.
it's not a big
and-
thing over there.
Right.
Like Gian
Crazy.
had never heard of it when
Really?
he first moved to Perth.
When did he move here?
So he moved here in 2019
Okay.
and he was here for literally 7 months and then
Yeah.
COVID happened and then he moved back. So we
Right.
met in like the last 4 weeks of him living here and then
Oh.
we were like only friendly, like it was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
Yeah.
a thing on the side. And I was in a really bad party like phase as well. So
Right.
nothing mattered to me except for partying. And then in the last 2 weeks of him moving, we just went bang. And
Awesome.
then
Yeah.
because of COVID, I think COVID is what kept us together because
Mm.
like he was in lockdown and we were kind of in lockdown as well.
Yeah.
So we just blossomed a relationship through that. And then we broke up and then
Okay.
then we got back together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here is just another quote from your Twitter. This was 3rd of the 9th, 2019.
Okay.
So we're going back,
September.
right?
God, how hard? Did you guys go back to the start?
No, just a
Nah,
couple.
just
of
like
years.
2019.
Yeah, just like the last couple of years. And you said, life took a shit on my face today. Can you remember what was going on in September
I honestly
2019?
don't even remember what I did yesterday.
Life took a shit on my face.
That's a rough day.
Was it,
that's
what
real
sort
rough.
of day was it? Was it like a Saturday?
I don't know.
Was it a Sunday?
Oh, what, like hangover or
It was
something?
like probably a come down.
Life took a shit. Life took a
Makes
shit
sense.
on
All
my
right, I'll
face.
actually find the day.
Life took a shit on my face.
It's a Tuesday.
Wait, what was the date again? 2019.
3rd of September 2019. And it was a Tuesday.
I
Interesting.
have no idea.
Interesting.
I should go on my Instagram archives to see what I did that day.
True.
What I posted on my story.
Another thing that I'm very, very
Oh, yeah, you
interested
were.
in, 2019, you put everyone onto Euphoria.
Did I?
You said,
Did I start that
I've
joke?
just
Nah,
written
joking.
Euphoria in 2019. You put people onto it. Basically, you said it's an amazing show and everyone should go watch it.
Yeah.
3
Have you
years
guys
on.
watched it?
Yeah.
we watched
Yeah.
it.
Are you still watching it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm a bit behind. I'm like 4 episodes
Okay.
behind because Gian wants to watch it with me. So
Yeah, catch up.
and he is always busy. So it's
Yeah.
like, you know, but it's hard now because of TikTok. It's such a big thing and Euphoria is the main thing on TikTok.
Yeah, you can't go.
So
like
many
things get
spoilers.
ruined
Exactly.
really quick.
Yeah. Like I'm watching the episodes and I'm like, I know every line to
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
But
TikTok, you got to be careful.
yeah.
They spoil everything.
It's
But I
cool.
mean, at the end of the day, I don't mind if it's spoiled.
Yeah.
You know.
It's cool when you find something earlier than everyone else. Like
Yeah.
obviously there would have been lots of
Mm.
people who watched it at the time, but it wasn't the in thing.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know what made me watch it. I think I've always followed Zendaya.
Yeah.
And she posted about it, obviously.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, that looks so cool.
Did you find it like full on when you first watched it, or were you like all good? Because I found it pretty confronting when I first watched it.
See, I didn't when I was by myself because I
Yeah.
watched it the first season and then watched the second season. And then when I went to Victoria, I was like, Shawn, you have to watch this because he is not really a party boy,
Yeah.
nothing. Like, never done, he doesn't drink alcohol or anything. So
Yeah.
for him, it's such a different
Different world.
outlook on life,
Yeah.
I guess, because he's very like health and fitness. So we sat down and watched it. And then when I watched it with someone else, I was like, holy fuck, this is intense.
Yeah.
Like some of the scenes are crazy, like with Nate's dad and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
It's like
yeah.
very confronting.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially for people if they've been in that situation, it would be a lot. And it's also a very triggering show.
100%.
Do you know what we actually skipped over? So what is your Nando's order?
Yeah.
Okay, so my main one since like the start
Yep.
was a classic pitta,
Yep.
lemon and herb, because
Okay.
I find I can handle spice, but Nando's spice is too much. So it's, even
Dylan?
lemon and herb is
Yeah,
low
no,
key
it
spicy.
does get spicy.
Dylan's real good with spice. He's
Oh,
from an
really?
Italian family.
Do you get extra hot?
I get hot.
Okay.
But like if I eat Nando's pretty regularly, but
Yeah.
then I notice if I have so I handle it well. If I have a little break, the hot fucks me up.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Feel that.
But I kind of enjoy it in a
Yeah.
way too.
Yeah.
It's
You
like
like
an
challenge?
experience. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I don't mind spice, but then at the same time, I'm like, I don't really want to be in pain while I'm eating.
Yeah, you want to
So you
enjoy
get
it.
Because
Classic.
it takes every other sense away and you're just
Yeah.
like dying.
We did the hot wings challenge and it did fuck us up.
That was
Oh,
insane.
Was that the
yeah.
one? What's his name? The guy that does it on.
Oh no, it wasn't that. But
Oh.
yeah.
I wish.
But
you
yeah, I
guys should
wish.
get those sauces and do one.
We could.
If
We
he would
actually
have
did
us on, that'd be
I think
lovely.
he
That'd be
sells
great
them in
for
packs.
views.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's it called? Hot ones.
Hot ones, that's
Yeah.
it.
That's cool.
That'd
Would
be
you
a
ever
good
do
show.
that?
Fuck no.
No?
I'm such a bitch with like spice and pain.
Especially because he's asking questions. It's like
Yeah.
a podcast, but you're fucked
Yeah,
up.
and you're getting
Yeah.
fucked up along the way.
Yeah.
That's hard. But yeah, no, we really got fucked up. I get
What's your
barbecue.
Nando's order?
We love tenders.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we love tenders, chips. Sometimes I get a garlic bread. What do you get?
Get some ribs
Get some ribs.
sometimes.
Yeah. I love chips, but not peri salt.
No, really?
Nah.
Why is
not
that?
a
Too hot?
fan. I just don't like it.
Okay.
It's got a funky taste to it.
Right.
And it is also spicy, so
Yeah.
I'll avoid it at all
That's
costs.
fair enough.
But I do enjoy peri-nays.
I've never tried it.
Neither
Are you
have I.
kidding?
No.
I'm
my
not a big
God.
sauce person.
Oh
in
yeah, he doesn't
general.
like sauce.
Honestly,
like,
get it. It's so good. And you can buy it in Woolworths and
okay.
take home
I've never
bottles.
tried it.
I actually have seen the Woolworths one.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah.
But the Nando's one is spicier than the Woolworths ones, which is
Okay.
weird.
Yeah, why wouldn't they replicate it?
Exactly.
Stitch up.
all right, we'll
Yeah, we'll take a little
cut
break
and then
and then we'll come back to the show.
second half of the show. All right. So a question we got also: what is the WA influencer environment like? And I guess also Australia wide. Like, has it been?
I feel like WA doesn't have many influencers at all. I think that's why we lack so much in like
Yeah.
brand events and stuff. I don't really interact with many influencers.
Oh, don't you?
Like I don't really catch up with many. I used to be so a part of like a massive influencer group, and like I'm still friends or like still talk to all of them. But I don't know. I just feel like it's such a different world, and
Yeah.
sometimes you get so lost in it. But yeah, I just like having a small knit group of friends.
Would you? And then obviously you said you were in LA. Do you reckon everyone's lost in it there? I guess that's what it's
I
all
went
about,
to LA
right?
and I was like, oh my God, I just don't think I like it here.
Okay.
Because it's just like everyone's in it for one thing only. So I feel like
Yeah.
there's a lot of fake people.
Yeah, it's
there
like
that
every
bag.
every interaction's like a transaction, really. 'cause
Exactly.
it's what are you getting out of it?
Exactly. And like Americans are so different to Australians.
Yeah.
Like so
Do
different.
you like them? Oh,
I do.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say like I
hate
fucking hate
Americans.
Americans. I like them. They're
they're
just
just
like
different.
yeah, they're on a different level. Not in a bad way.
Yeah.
I just feel like interaction wise, like, and I guess our humor is so
It's hard to have
different.
a laugh with
Yeah.
them, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
some Americans have no fucking idea what
Yeah.
you're talking about, and you're like, wait, that was a joke.
Yeah, I know. No, that would be embarrassing.
But with saying that, I would love to live in New York for a year or so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's my dream.
So you're saying you've been there before?
Yeah. But I
Um,
went to New York in summer.
Right.
But I would love to go in winter when it's
Snowing and stuff.
Okay.
and it's cold and you can dress up because
Yeah.
in Perth, well, in Australia really, except for Melbourne, we don't have a true winter
No.
Yeah.
where it's like big coats, you know, scarves.
Mm.
It's
Even
just
in
like
winter, it'll
freaking
be
20
like cold
degrees.
for a bit, and then it's like 1 o'clock and it's warm again.
Literally,
Yeah.
we get like 4 seasons in one day.
Yeah.
Do you have a favourite, I guess, season to dress in?
Well, my favorite season, hands down, is summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because I love going to the beach and wearing bikinis
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. And so I would say summer's my favorite fashion. But now that I'm getting older and experimenting more with fashion, I feel like it's more winter
Okay.
or like a bit of both. Maybe like when you can wear shorts but with a jacket.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And then
When it's like days like this, it's fucked. I'm like, what
Yeah,
do
no,
you
yeah,
wear?
like
You
30,
can't do
it's like a
anything.
week of 38. It's insane.
Literally, it's just
They're
like
pretty limited.
you can't even dress. I feel sorry for guys in this weather. Like at least we can wear tiny little crops and shorts, but you guys are just,
Just shirts and shorts every day,
Shirts and
basically.
That's what it is.
And
you
like-
got one option.
you can wear singlets, but sometimes they're just like
Yeah.
muzzer vibes, you know? If they're not the right singlet.
And so a girl asked us to ask you, where do you get your fashion inspiration from?
Pinterest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like that's where I get all my inspo with everything in life, like photos, interior design, everything.
What
Pinterest.
about some idols? Do you have some like fashion idols or people on social media who you've looked up to?
I love Bella Hadid's fashion,
Yeah.
but it's a bit expensive for me.
Yeah, she is on the
higher end,
amazing.
yeah.
I also
She
love-
does dress cool though.
Yeah, so good. I don't know how to say her last name, but Hannah Schaberg, I think.
Okay.
Don't know how to say
Good
it, but
try.
she's, yeah, everyone would know who I'm talking about. She's an amazing influencer. She's huge, but she's very like European vibes. And then, yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know, just anyone on Pinterest.
Yeah.
I love. I have so many folders on Pinterest and just save everything.
There was another question that I saw this morning from a girl. She asked, how do you deal with the way fashion is right now in terms of fast fashion? So like things are in and out really quick. Like, do you try and hop on those trends or do you just do your own thing?
Yeah. I feel like I used to, but
Yep.
now I feel like I'm fading out of that because obviously fast fashion is very bad for the environment and stuff. And I feel like people are starting to wake up to that.
Yep.
So trying to transition out of that is hard, but it's also, I mean, it's better for the environment and stuff. And fast fashion trends are just kind of not a vibe because they come and go so fast. So it's just like you wear it for a week and then the next week it's over.
Yeah.
Where do you get your confidence from? Have you always been confident, or is it something
I
you've
wouldn't
worked
say
on?
I'm like
or?
crazy confident person. I just think it's like, do you mean fashion confidence or like
I guess just in
personality?
general, to like
yeah.
put yourself out there
Yeah.
as an influencer in general.
I guess when I started doing this, I was so young. So I started when I was in year 12.
Yeah.
So I was in school. So I think over time it just grew with me. And yeah, I definitely have days where I'm not confident. I think everyone does.
Yeah.
But I think it's just understanding and knowing that like everyone's just in their own world. Like people genuinely don't actually care.
Yeah.
Like, and that's something that I'm trying to learn as well. Like, because I get really bad anxiety going food shopping, for example, right?
Okay.
But everyone is just
Is
in
that just
their...
because there's a lot of people there in general?
Yeah,
or?
and just because I'm like, am I going to get judged for what I buy?
Yeah.
Even though no one actually cares what you buy. Like everyone's in their own little world. Like no one's paying attention. You know?
What about coming here today? Were you anxious about
God,
it?
yeah.
Yeah?
Like freaking out. I was like to my partner, I just don't think I can go.
Yeah.
And he was like, go. It's good that you're anxious because it means you're uncomfortable. And he's
Yeah,
very
you put
about
yourself
doing
out
stuff
there, yeah.
that is uncomfortable
Oh, that's
because that's how
cool.
you grow.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if you guys know Cold Nips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he runs that.
Oh,
so that's very about being
That's become
uncomfortable.
huge in the
Massive.
last year for sure.
It's
yeah.
Do you
insane.
go?
I go here and there when
Yeah.
they're close to home. But that's another thing, like it's a very uncomfortable
Yeah.
position to be in. Like they make you talk to a random
Okay.
at like
Okay.
5 a.m. in the morning and you're just like, and then getting in the ocean when it's so cold. It's
It would
just
be really good for growth.
oh, so good.
Early
Like,
wake up though.
I guess in summer, like it's hot and sunny early
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
morning anyway.
and it gets light in summer at like 4 a.m. So
Yeah.
Does that go all year round?
no, so they stop in April.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it starts again in September because obviously now that the sun is rising so much later, when they're starting it's still dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
it's kind
yeah.
of not safe to be dipping when it's dark.
Yeah.
And especially when people
Also,
start work at like
They
7.
make you talk to a stranger, a random.
Yeah,
I
so
didn't know
no
that.
one knows this, and I don't know if I should be saying it, but
Okay.
I will say it. So they intro everything, and then they're like, okay, to get everyone out of their comfort zones, we like to make you go talk to someone. So just go talk to someone for like 2 minutes, find someone, introduce yourself. Every time Gian does it, I'm like, this is why I don't come.
You don't like it. Yeah.
Because it's so awkward. But I mean, it's good.
On average, what time do you wake up every day?
I get up at like 6.
Yeah, what's
Okay.
a day in the life like? There you go.
Day in the life. Well, I've started self-managing.
Okay.
So I wake up usually at like 6:30. This week's been like 8 a.m. I'm so tired. I don't know why. I think it's the moon. But yeah, I wake up early. Sometimes I'll go for a dip with Gian
Yep.
or not. Because he dips every single day.
Really?
So he's got this thing. He's missed one day in like 200 days.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
It's crazy.
What was
So
the excuse for that day? What happened?
we were driving all the way back from down south and we
Okay.
just got home and we were exhausted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he just didn't make it. But yeah, he wants to do a whole year of dips.
Okay.
That's sick.
Yeah, so I wake up, go for a dip, get a coffee, do emails, do content for the day if I need to, and then have dinner.
What time do you go to bed?
I'm a nana, so I go to bed like 8:30.
Okay.
Oh, really? Whoa.
I freak out if I have to go to bed late. Like, especially because I used to be such a festival person.
Yeah, yeah.
If we go out for dinner and it's like 10:30, I'm like, oh my God, I need to go to bed. It's past my bedtime.
8:30, damn.
That's great. That's like my dad. My dad goes to bed at that time.
Yeah, my parents actually go to bed at
Yeah.
about 9.
That was
Yeah.
like we had an indoor soccer game the other night, and for everyone that wants to know, we lost. It was a
Oh.
semi-final.
Yeah, we
we
lost.
lost.
Oh,
I wanted to drive into a tree on the
No,
way
yeah,
home.
so
It was
did I.
ridiculous.
Fuck,
We got
that's
destroyed.
brutal.
It was.
But our parents were going to come, but the game was at 9:30.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
no way.
That is
chance.
a late game.
That's nana time.
Even
that's
like
bedtime.
gigs, you know how like they have the intros and then they're not usually on till like 9?
Yeah.
I'm like, how badly do I want to see them?
That's like we have good friends of the show. There's a band called Dear Sunday, and they always.
Is that? Oh no, sorry, I'm thinking of someone else.
That's right. They always perform at like, 10:30.
because
Crazy.
they
It's
put a
pretty
lot
late.
of like acts on before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's crazy how I actually do think lately that the Perth band scene is really good. Like it's coming up
Yeah,
with
for
some
sure.
really
That's
good
true.
bands.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Do you think once you move to Queensland, you'll be staying up later? Are you going to be
I don't know.
having
See, they're
parties
even
and stuff?
early rides, like even
Oh,
more
are they?
earlier.
Oh.
So when we went there, obviously, like sometimes I get up at like 4 a.m. to shoot content because I like to shoot sunrise. So I have to be ready by 5 to shoot.
Yeah.
So I did that in the Gold Coast. So I got up at like 3:30 because their sun was rising at like 4:50. And I was out at like 4:30 and there was so many people out. I was like, what's going on? Like everyone running, everyone like, I think their coffee shop's open at like 5:30.
Really?
It's crazy.
I guess it's also
the culture
because
there is very early.
the sun rises over the sea over there.
Yeah.
Whereas over here it's reversed, like
Yeah,
the sun
that's
sets
true.
over. So yeah,
Yeah.
I noticed that. I have a mate who lives in Cairns. Have you
Yeah.
been there before?
No, that's the only place I've never been.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
It's good. But I got there at like 4 o'clock in the morning, and the sun was rising over the ocean, so it was really cool.
Crazy.
But then I do prefer sunsets.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
That's going to be something to get used to. Is
For
that like,
sure.
because obviously when I shoot sunrise, it's like pink and soft, like the lighting,
Yeah.
but now it's going to be shooting sunsets.
Do you
It's
have
reversed.
any idea of how long you'll be in the Gold Coast for?
So Gian wants to move for good.
Yep.
He's
Yeah.
like, if I move, I'm moving.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just telling everyone like a year or two.
So what happens? What happens with cold nips?
So because this is a big reason why Gian didn't want to originally,
Yeah.
because he has cold nips here and he just moved here for
Yeah.
me. So it's like, and cold nips. And now I'm like, let's move to the Gold Coast.
Yeah.
But I think it's just a chance to start it and take it Australia wide, which is something that they want to do.
Yeah.
But there's never been the ideal time to start. So I was like, this is perfect.
Yeah. Are there a few? Does he have like a few mates or business partners that also run it?
Yeah, so it's him and his best friend that are the main
Okay.
runners, and then they have 2 other people under them.
So his best mate and the other 2 can keep it running over here
Yeah.
while he hopefully builds
Yeah.
it over there. That's cool.
Yeah.
No better time than now, right? to
Exactly.
start.
Exactly. And people ask all the time. They're like,
Oh, they
"Bring
want
over
it.
east."
Yeah.
So
It does look cool. I've never been, but we've had friends that have gone. And yeah, it does look cool.
Yeah.
Something that would be hard for us because we are late risers.
what time do you guys get up?
Oh, like 9.
Yeah.
9. Yeah.
But that's also because I work until like 11 at night.
Yeah.
So it's,
And I mean, you would have
Yeah.
to get up at like 3 a.m. to leave from here.
yeah,
Yeah.
very true.
It's actually a long travel.
Yeah,
isn't
it
it?
is.
We've noticed though, like a couple of times we've woken up early for certain things and the air's different. Like the whole world's different.
Yeah.
You can
It's
waste
like-
the day away if you
Yeah.
wake up late. You feel like a piece of shit.
Yeah.
See, that's what happens with me. That's why I don't sleep in, because I sleep past 8 a.m. and I freak out. So I'm like, oh my God, the day's over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a different world early because it's so quiet and everyone's sleeping. The world's
Yeah.
asleep and you're awake and it's magical.
It's almost liberating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went over to Sydney for a bit last year and I was the same. Like I'd wake up early and I'd just go for a walk because I was there by myself for a few days.
Yeah.
So I just walk around Sydney and like you just see people on the way to work and like people on the way to school. And it was just
Yeah.
weird to be up at that time
Yeah.
because I wasn't used to it. But
Yeah.
yeah. I want to
Crazy.
travel so bad.
I know,
all do.
so
I know.
bad.
What are your favourite places then that you've travelled to?
I loved Paris.
Yep.
Yep.
And I actually loved Stockholm
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
in Sweden, I think it is. I
Yep.
might be wrong.
Yep.
If
Yep.
I'm wrong, that's all good. That was amazing because it was very like, it reminded me of Perth with like the chillness.
Okay.
Okay, that's
But a
interesting.
different vibe. It was obviously winter when we went,
Yeah.
so it was super cold. And where else have I been? I actually loved, I just went, like when we were in Vic, when the lockdown came up, I went out to the mountains. I can't remember where it was, so that was the first time I'd seen snow, and that was
Oh, really?
amazing.
Victorian mountains.
But my dream would be Switzerland. I want to go
Switzerland.
there so bad.
You haven't been yet.
Never
No.
been.
On the bucket list.
That would be
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone says it's amazing.
But for Christmas time, I feel like that's when it would be
Yeah.
most
Yeah.
magical.
cool. Does it snow during Christmas
Yeah.
over there?
'cause
Yeah.
they're Northern Hemisphere.
True.
Yeah.
So they would be snowing now.
Oh
and
yeah, it's
shit.
the
Yeah.
opposite. Yeah.
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 Was
Magical.
Paris? We've heard from a lot of people that Paris can be dirty at times.
So I was literally there for a day.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Right.
So I saw the Eiffel Tower.
Yep.
That's in Paris, right?
Awesome. Yeah,
Yep.
it's Paris.
Is it cool?
Yeah, but it was under construction.
Ah, okay.
So like all the bottom of it was under construction. So it was not as crazy,
Yep.
but it was still amazing.
Was it a bit taller than our bell tower?
Tiny
Yeah.
bit,
Yeah.
a little bit. But yeah, it was. I didn't get to see the dirty side of Paris, but I
Yeah.
definitely have heard that the bad side of it isn't that good.
I guess you were there for a day, so you don't really know.
Yeah, and I mean everywhere's like that.
Yeah, it's good
Yeah.
and bad everywhere.
Everyone
Bad
has
in
good and
Perth,
bad.
so
Definitely has its bad places.
yeah.
For sure. The big final question to end the show. All right,
I'm nervous.
Rahnee. How would you like to be remembered when your life is all said and done?
Oh my God, a death question.
How would you like to be remembered by the people around you?
Can I quickly say, something I really struggle with from my anxiety is death, because I can't fathom death.
Yep.
Oh,
Like, it
no, that's fair.
freaks
Yeah,
me the
I don't know if
fuck
it's
out.
real. I always think that.
I'm
What are
just
your?
like-
Let's not end the show yet. What are
We're just
your
getting started.
not necessarily beliefs around it, but what would you like to believe?
So I 90% believe in reincarnation.
Okay.
I genuinely think that's
Do you
a
reckon
thing.
like into animals?
I think whatever.
Okay.
Like whether it be an animal, another person, a plant, like anything.
yeah.
Because I genuinely don't believe that when your time is done and you're over, that's it.
It couldn't be, right?
No fucking way. Like there's so many lives out there.
Yeah.
You just and it blows. I could literally go forever about this. I spiral when I think about death because I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I can't believe 1 minute you're here living a life and the next minute you're
Yeah, it
just
doesn't
gone.
make any sense, right?
It doesn't. And I can't fathom either as well. Like obviously, when you're sleeping and you're dreaming and you're living so many different lives in your dream, when your time is over and you just switch off, is it just black?
That's- I
What is
know.
it? Is it a
Where do you
dream? Is
go?
it
What
black?
happens?
See, I'm not religious at all. Dylan is.
Yeah.
I'm sort of in the same boat as you, not in terms of reincarnation, but it can't. When you die, it can't just be black and you think of nothing.
No way.
Exactly.
Because your thoughts, obviously, they're controlled. Well, apparently, science says it's by your brain,
Yeah.
right? And your brain turns off.
Yeah.
But your energy, your soul, your thoughts have to go somewhere.
Exactly.
So, I
me
don't
and
know.
Gian have these conversations all the time
Yeah.
because I can't fathom it and he can, because I guess obviously he's lost his dad as well. So
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
he's just like, when your time is done, that's it. And I'm just like, but what happens? And he's like, you just go everywhere. Like your energy just goes into everything. And I'm like, yeah, but how?
Yeah.
It's gotta- surely there's a continuation.
Are you just stuck on a leaf?
Yeah.
Like what do you? What
I think
do you
it's the
mean?
one
80 years
question.
isn't enough.
It's the one question that no one will ever know, ever.
And it's fucked because you won't know until you're in it, I guess. But
Yeah.
then do you even
Do
know?
you even
because
know that you're in
gone?
it? Exactly.
It's
I just
crazy.
want to live forever. I want to see the future so
Yeah,
bad.
Dylan wants to freeze himself.
I
something like
honestly,
that.
have you seen the TV show Manifest? Watch it.
I have watched a few episodes, then it got too sci-fi for me.
Oh, see, that's kind of what I want to happen with my life. So they get on a plane and they have this crazy turbulence. So it just feels like the plane is going down. And then when they land, it's been 5 years since they took off.
Amazing.
It's crazy. I'm like, that's what I want to happen
Yeah,
to
I'd
me.
love-
No,
for
but
that to happen.
when they came back, right? So they come off the plane,
But they come back and they're a bit
and then
like-
it's like, oh, the girl you're with is with another guy now.
See, but
At least you get
imagine
5
that
extra
happening.
years.
Your
right?
kids have grown up 5 years.
I
Like
would
what?
love to
Yeah.
be on hold and come back to the world in 10 years and be like,
Or it's
whoa.
like, in
That'd be cool.
Interstellar, like how he goes and he comes back. He's been gone for he hasn't aged, right, in this
Yeah.
movie, because he's gone out into space and time's different there.
Yeah.
By the time he gets back to Earth, he's aged 2 years and everyone else has aged 80. Like his daughter went from being 10 and now she's 100.
holy shit.
It's crazy.
That would
You
suck.
should watch that if
It's
you haven't.
crazy.
It's a crazy movie.
Yeah.
But I would love for that to happen.
I would
wanna-
love to freeze time.
Yeah.
Just to see. Also with saying that, I wish I lived in the 70s.
Okay.
I feel like life back then would have been so epic. But then I'm like, I wonder what life's going to be like in 2060. Sorry, and I'm going to ramble again. Another thing I can't
No, it's good.
fathom.
Let's keep it rolling. Keep
Yeah,
rolling.
we've really
get me
got you
started
going
because
now.
Now I'm just crazy. So David Attenborough obviously said if we keep going the way we're going, in 2050 the world will end.
Yeah, yeah.
What the fuck happens then?
He seems smart too, doesn't he?
What happens when the world ends? We all just
I don't
die.
know, we have to hop on some spaceships and get out of here. Like
Crazy.
2012 style.
And there is
We can't live
100%
anywhere
another universe out there.
Yeah.
We're
Do you
not-
reckon it's a duplicate? It's the same type of
There's
shit?
just-
I don't
isn't there
think so.
100 trillion million galaxies and shit?
We
Like,
only
there's-
know
Yeah.
12.
Yeah.
Are you kidding? Think of how big the
I saw this
atmosphere is.
it was a 2D print of, it was a scientist talking and it was the observable universe and it was and he goes, "I'll see that little dot there. That was our galaxy." And I was like, "Oh, that's fucked." And there was literally 1,000 other on the page. And I thought,
crazy.
well, that's just
It's
ridiculous.
embarrassing how little we know with all the technology we
Yeah.
have.
I
I think
know.
surely they know something they're not telling us.
And
I think surely, right?
all the shit on the bottom of the ocean, do
Mm.
you know how far that goes down?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Even how far does the ocean go down?
well,
we
I
probably
saw
haven't
this
even
thing-
found the lowest point yet.
Well,
you never know.
You can't even reach the lowest point
No.
because of the pressure down there. I saw this video 5 years ago and it was how far humans swim, and then it's like how far a fish can go, how far, and it's just like how far the sun hits, like the last point of the sun, and then it just drops like hundreds of thousands, and I'm like,
That's scary.
fucking hell. Anyway, back to your question.
How would you like to be remembered
Yeah, what do you want everyone to say?
or think of you? Like in a few words.
This is a very on the spot question,
and it's pretty deep too.
I would like to hope that I made some sort of impact in the world.
Okay.
Whether that be something I've already done or something that I'm going to start doing.
Mhm.
And I would hate to be remembered badly.
Yeah.
I don't think I would be. Like, I don't think I have many enemies or anything, but like,
Still a long time left.
it's it's still a long time, but that would be, and I would also hate no one to come to my funeral.
Yeah, no, that would suck. There was one movie.
Alone, eh?
Yeah, how sad.
There was a movie I watched, and it was average. Like, it was just a funny comedy on Netflix a couple of years back, and he I think it was Adam Sandler, and he faked his death,
Yeah.
and then he was still alive, and he went to his funeral
That's the
Wow.
do-over, isn't it? Is that what that's
The
called?
yeah,
I think it's
yeah.
the do-over. My
And
dad loves that movie.
with David Spade.
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
No, yeah,
Is it? I think he is in it.
yeah, I think so. Anyway, it's this comedy, and he fakes his death, goes to his funeral, and then gets to see what everyone's doing and how they're
See,
reacting.
that's what, this is what I mean when when we say you die. I wish that it was just, you know how when you're little, your vision of death is that you're literally a ghost and you just hover over, well,
Yeah,
this was
yeah,
mine,
yeah.
you just hover over everyone
Yeah.
and you can see everything. And I still kind of believe that, even though it's obviously not true.
Yeah.
But I wish that could happen because I would love to go to my own funeral and
See
see,
what
Yeah.
everyone's saying. Like, who cares?
see who
doesn't?
shows up. Like someone
Yeah.
that I don't know shows up. You're like,
Or people you think should show up don't.
yeah, it's crazy.
It's weird. When my sister, I have a sister who's 4 years younger than me. When she was little, she claimed that she could see these ghosts.
Yeah.
So she reckons that it was 3/4 of their body. Their legs weren't there. They were like a light grey, and they were just floating around the backyard. And,
Right.
And she was like, "Oh,
Do we believe that?
that I don't know. No, I don't. But she does.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, that's great granddad. And he was just floating around the backyard, and she's like, "Look at him," and I'm like,
See, I kind of wish that's what happened to us.
Yeah.
I wish we just floated around everyone.
I
But
just
then
don't-
you would get to see some funky shit,
Yeah.
honestly.
Have you had any? We're not ending. Have you had any supernatural or ghost experiences or nothing?
Not really, but when I was little, I was super triggered by ghosts
Okay.
because a Paranormal Activity trailer came up on TV. Do you remember when they used to
Yeah.
show
Yeah.
trailers? And I was like, oh, and I also saw the movie It,
Yeah.
and they just fucked me. So I liked to believe that I could see ghosts and stuff,
Yeah.
but never really. I think
No.
it was all just in my head.
It's fair enough.
There you go.
There you go.
Crazy.
We'll wrap it up there. Thanks for coming on
Beautiful.
again,
No
Rahnee.
worries. Thanks for having me.
Good luck for everything
with
to
the
come.
move, it's a whole new world.
Yeah, crazy. If it doesn't
hope-
happen, that'll be awkward.
We hope
Thanks.
that everyone enjoyed it. Obviously, it's a bit of a different episode this week, but a lot of people want to know these things.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I feel like I haven't made an appearance online in talking form or video in ages. So
Yeah.
There you go. It's an update. For
Awesome.
it will
everybody.
be.
Thanks
Thanks
heaps.
for having me.
And, yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks, everyone.